Hi, it's me, Rasheed, coach, speaker, and author of Soul Trader, Putting the Heart Back into Your Business and the Gift of Inner Success. And welcome to this, the February issue of Catch the Coach, which is your newsletter for lasting fulfillment, for inner fulfillment. And here we are, it's February, it's the month of love, so they call it Valentine's Day. Well, there's the day of love in it. But interestingly, when we think about Valentine's Day, we just think about romantic love. But every time we get to this time of the year, I like to talk about love in the round. And so I want to talk about, maybe you might want to call it 5 dimensions of love, 5 strands of love, 5 areas of love. And they are starting with self-love, loving life itself, romantic love, friends and family, and loving your life's work. Those are the areas we're going to be looking at today. So let's dive deep in. Right, let's start off with self-love. It all begins within, loving you, loving who you are. It's essential that you begin with here. You are the one constant throughout your entire life. So you have to start off with really appreciating who you are. And the secret to that is you have to appreciate who you are today, not tomorrow, not who you project you need to be, who you expect you should be, but beginning to really appreciate that magical soul that you already are. When you begin to embrace yourself as you already are, you begin to see so many of the magical gifts and the things that you bring you may not otherwise even appreciate. And self-care is part of that self-love journey. Being kind and caring to yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Self-love. We start here. Next up, let's talk about loving life itself. Now, loving life itself is really important because when we embrace life itself, the fact that we come and we go, all of the different seasons of life which will all arrive, there's magic in that, because actually that journey of loving life itself embraces everybody else bit by bit by bit, and we're going to come on to some of that later. So that again is just embracing life itself, including the doubts, the fears, the uncertainties, the not knowing about life, but really developing a rich relationship with life, starting from that gratitude that you hear that every day is a blessing and a bonus. Really embracing life. This is really the secret. So from embracing yourself and embracing life itself, you're then ready to go on this journey, which is then the rest of it lifelong, of loving everybody else. So we've talked about the first 2. Let's then head to romantic love. Now, I want to share 3 elements that I think are really key here with romantic love. Attention, affection, appreciation. First of all, attention, being present, turning off the phone, not being caught up in this or that, or what's on here, being really, really present. Being really, really, really present. Being really present. Being there for that person. Hearing them deeply. Listening to them. Holding space for them. Attention. Next is affection. And that affection is in your words, in your deeds. It's in the touch, it's in the caress, it's in the being present. It's that affection. The warmth, the romantic side of it. Next is the appreciation. Really valuing who they are. Completely, mind, body, spirit. Romantic love. Next, third, well, that leads us to the 4th, isn't it? Because we've talked about loving yourself, loving life itself. And then we've talked about romantic love. Okay. Let's now talk about friends and family, the 4th one. And this is one that for some people can be wonderful, it can be thrilling, for other people find it tricky and challenging. And you've got slightly different elements to this, isn't it? To some degree, some say, well, you don't pick your family, although depending on one's definition of family, it's interesting that sometimes, isn't it? And families also organic, they often shift and they change as people come in and out of the family and so on. And your friendships. That you may pick some friendships may be there almost lifelong, some for seasons at different times and so on. I think what's really important here with the family and friendships is to, of course, the respect, the appreciation, the kindness, but it's about realizing what's the degree of proximity, of closeness and time, space that each person needs. So each person is a different type of plant, and the space that each needs to grow will vary. It's the same in romantic and all other types of relationships. But with friends and family, this can be really useful, and to appreciate them as they are. So really that thing about space. And so it's worth thinking about with this and all the other relationships, which ones need tending, which need attention. And it might be that you're at a point where you're wanting to review some of your relationships. It might be some of those relationships need to be renewed, or maybe they need to be revised, refined, tweaked in some way. Some even might need to be let go of some relationships, room to let in. So friends and family, I want you to sit with all of the stuff there. Which ones for you need some attention, some care, some kindness, some appreciation, some work? Which one might need a bit more space, etc. And then the fifth strand, fifth dimension, fifth element, your life's work. I have a saying, it's not just a question of doing what you love for a living. It's a question of doing what you love with love. Then your life and all lives will be enriched. We all bring to the table different gifts, different magic, different things that we can bring, we can offer, whatever your unique talents are. And so it's really important that we sing our song, but it's really important that you do that which makes your heart sing. So are you doing what you love for a living? Have you found what you love for a living? If not, ask other people who do, how did you find your way? But then when you are doing what you do for a living, you must do that with love, showing up with love and kindness for your colleagues, for your customers. That's essential so that everybody's lives can be enriched. So those are my 5 dimensions, 5 areas of love. Loving yourself. You just pause and breathe. Loving life itself. Embracing that we come and we go. The romantic love. With attention, with affection, with appreciation, because with appreciation people can grow. That's the 3rd element. The appreciation. Friends and the family. It's the space that they need to blossom and grow. And then the 5th, doing your life's work with love. I want to thank you for being here and for tuning in. There's far more on my YouTube channel. Do subscribe. Do check out my Soul Leader resource, soul-leader.biz, full of, there's a podcast, there's inspiring interviews, ideal for you if you're on that journey of being a leader or being a manager. And there's my Soul-Trader resource as well, based on the book Soul Trader. And I run 2 regular events in proud partnership with the British Library's Business and Intellectual Property Centre that you can enjoy. They're free. So I just want to thank you, and I want to send you lots and lots of love and best wishes for the month ahead, for the year ahead. Take good care. Bye-bye.